There's no better way to welcome the new year than with a new and improved mind frame, a more positive outlook, and a healthier way of life. Now, when it comes to overall health, it's all about centering, finding your balance, and understanding your core as well as all of that, because everything else will just follow.
Well, the awareness of the body, which results in better physical coordination and balance and a better awareness of the world, is a philosophy espoused by the practice of yoga.
And here to help us stretch our yoga acumen and embrace the possibilities of the new year is Joan Hyman, a senior YogaWorks trainer from Los Angeles, California. Good morning.
Good morning.
What a pleasure to have you here to read. I mean, we had so many questions before we came on about yoga, and we're slowly sort of getting a greater appreciation of it. Where did it all begin for you?
You know, I was a dancer at a young age, so
was Boyet.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
Very young.
No. Go on, John.
And you know, I was introduced to yoga in New York City, and it just really helped my body with all the injuries that were happening as I was a dancer. And you know, I came into yoga more at a physical level. I had no idea about the transformation that happens through the practice of yoga.
Right. And what transformations were those?
Well, I started to lead a much healthier lifestyle. I left New York City and I moved to Los Angeles and became a yoga teacher.
Right.
Yeah. And then since then I've traveled the world teaching yoga and studying yoga.
Okay, you've already mentioned that you were a dancer first before being a yoga teacher. The process by which you started transforming from a dancer to being a yoga teacher, how was that journey?
You know, I think what happens when you first start practicing yoga, it's like any relationship. At first, it's a honeymoon, and you get really excited about it, and then all of a sudden you have to start doing the work. And the first 2 years, you know, transformation is a really bumpy process. So yeah, the first 2 years were challenging. And then I think when you start to reach a mark like 5, 10, 15 years, you, I mean, it just becomes your lifestyle.
Right. Not to say, though, that the early part of your yoga practice was, you used the words challenging, and there are a few bumps along the way. It's an enjoyable practice, it really is.
Yeah.
And there's something for everybody on many different levels, I suppose. But when you first start practicing, what are some of those bumps along the way, those challenges that you talk about?
Well, you're learning a language, so it's just like anything, you know, you're learning something that's unfamiliar. So you're also facing a lot of resistance within your mind. You know, so many people think yoga, you have to be strong and flexible.
Right.
But what you're really doing is you're starting to wake up the way you think and the way you believe and how you react within yourself.
Okay.
So are you saying now that for anyone that wants to pursue a lifestyle that's centered on yoga, it's not necessarily the physical ability, but the process of the mental, being able to channel all that energy, all the training, all that psychological conditioning into letting the body execute what the mind wants you to do.
Yeah. You know, the mind is much quicker than the body. So the mind takes us out of the present moment, and when we're in our bodies, that's when we're really present to the sensations and everything that's going on around us.
You know, it's interesting to note that a lot of people, especially for people like you that are already teaching, can we call yoga a science? Yeah.
Yoga is definitely a method, and when you practice yoga correctly, it'll really work for you, just like any type of medicine or philosophy will.
Well, when you start yoga, take us through the motions. When a novice asks you, Joan, I want to learn more about yoga, how do I begin?
I usually ask them what their intention is. A lot of people come to yoga because it's physical, they want to lose weight.
Right.
And
and
then a lot of people need to relax. And and you know, and it's interesting because I do work with a lot of really goal-oriented people, and usually what happens over the course of their practice is they start doing the poses that help them relax, like restorative poses and the more calming poses.
Right. Yoga practice in itself, I mean, it's great. A practice on its own, but it's also a great complement for a lot of active people out there nowadays. A lot of people into running, all sorts of sports.
Yeah.
It's a great complement to active sports, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing for athletes. I've been in the, well, I started out in the fitness industry, and over the years, making that transition into yoga, I mean, it's just been so natural, and I've seen the way fitness has evolved. Yoga, I mean, you can go to a vinyasa flow class and it's a great physical workout, but it's also a mindful practice.
Right.
And the thing is with exercise, I feel like you're exerting a lot of energy, whereas when you're practicing yoga, you're harnessing your energy, so it's more sustainable.
All right. So you lost this at Vinyasa
Yeah.
flow.
Okay.
I know there are many different types of yoga practice. Come on, catch up here, boy. Tap out. Take me here, buddy. We've got several types of practice. There are many kinds of yoga. You want to go through some of those, the main branches?
Yeah. So Vinyasa flow, I would say that's the most popular. The two main methods, I think, from India that have been around the longest are Ashtanga yoga, which is it's a really physical form of yoga, and it's also you're meant to practice 6 days a week, and Iyengar yoga, which is another super strict form.
Okay.
So Vinyasa flow, they blend it together. Every day the sequence is different. You're still doing a lot of moving with breath, so it's meditative and it's heat building.
Okay. This is now where our jump-off point really was, starting the new year. There was a lot of New Year celebrations with a lot of excess.
Right.
Yeah.
People are sort of looking towards starting the new year fresh, sort of detoxifying the body. This is the whole package right here. I mean, you're running. You're here to run for a number of things, actually. You're running a bunch of workshops, you're teaching and certifying a lot of people, and you're also running workshops where anybody can walk in. Give us an overview of what you're going to be doing here for the next few days.
Okay, so tonight I'm doing a community class, which is open to all, and over the weekend I'm doing 4 workshops. 2 of them are physical, and 2 of them are talks on self-care and the subtle body. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm teaching master classes. Thursday, I'm flying to Cebu for a workshop. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Sounds like
this is why I need yoga.
You're going to need a whole lot of yoga, vinyasa, ashtanga, whatever's
She's
on
got
the
a full
list.
schedule.
You've got a full
So how about
schedule.
somebody's really going to be stressed out with energy?
Time to relax and do some yoga, John.
Well, I'm ending next weekend. We're doing a retreat at this place called The Farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the farm in San Benito?
Yes.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay. Well, boy here wants to sign up. He wants to get started.
Yeah.
Is there a particular... Okay, we talked about, a while ago, we talked about kids. There are people who get their kids interested into yoga at a very young age. Is there an age bracket for you to start yoga? Or, and in the same breath, is there an age by which you're not supposed to do yoga anymore?
No. I mean, when you start practicing yoga, age doesn't matter. In fact, yoga is the key to staying young. So anybody you can start yoga at any age. Any age.
And for people who have diseases or physical
Some people have
problems, bad back. Is yoga a recommended form of therapy?
Yes, yes. Yoga can definitely heal the body.
Right.
And like I said, when I was a dancer, I started doing yoga because I had so many injuries. And I've said this before, the only type of people that don't do yoga are really lazy people. So yoga, it's good for healing everything.
Now we'll just look bad if we don't start taking up yoga.
Just like any exercise. There are days wherein you start saying, I don't feel like doing it today. But is it different for yoga? Does it really motivate to continuously and religiously do it?
You know, you just start feeling good about yourself. And so I like to think of my practice like a shower. And if I don't practice, I feel like I didn't take a shower that day.
Right.
So it's just something that really keeps me aligned.
Are you talking about the fact that it's become a habit, or the fact also, because we're touching on the fact that yoga practice actually has a role in keeping the body healthy, and we throw around this term a lot nowadays, detoxifying the body, that sort of thing.
Right.
Is that what you're hinting at?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it not only detoxifies the body, but it cleans out the mind. So imagine if you don't practice, you're trying to go through your day with your lens fogged.
Right.
So when I practice, everything is much brighter. Yeah, and I couldn't see after so many years of practice going the other way.
When you do yoga, is there such a thing as I'm going to diets and food here. Is there such a thing as the correct diet when you do yoga?
You know, a lot of people ask this, and also what was told to me when I first started practicing, just let the practice do its work. And as your body starts to clean out, just like doing any type of cleanse, you're not going to crave heavy food that slows you down. So those bad habits will fall off.
Okay, so we're signing up. Now I know much of the work that you're doing here is in connection with Urban Ashram. Good folks. I've had the opportunity to meet them before. People are going to be very interested. Like I said, it's the start of the year. People want to start fresh. Where can they get in touch? Or is there a web page that they can look up? Is there a website?
Yes, urbanashrammanila.com. They have a Facebook page too, Urban Ashram.
There it is, right over there.
Yeah, here it is, right here.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's 2 urban ashrams. So, yeah, please check that out.
Okay, good stuff. You're here just for a limited time. It's a great opportunity for people really to get involved, to get started, and for people who are heavy into the practice, I'm sure they wouldn't miss the opportunity to you know, get the chance to meet you and sort of practice with you. So, yeah, if you're into it, go ahead and get in touch with Joan through Urban Ashram. And for people like me and Boyet, what, see you tomorrow?
Well, yeah, maybe, but 6 o'clock, bright and early, yeah. 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, not that early.
All right. Well, it was a real pleasure talking to you, Joan.
Yeah, thank you.
Great eye-opener. Thank you so much.
Yeah.